Hey, what's going on, guys? Eric back here today. In today's video, I'll be talking about why I believe Fear the Walking Dead has really bad ratings so far and why some fans are disinterested in it, why obviously they're not watching it, and also just a little bit extra, I'll be talking about this little mini-series book that Robert Kirkman, has put out. It's called The Alien. Just a little fun there, just a little tell you what it's about and what I think will happen if they'll actually introduce that into The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead series. Just before I start, sorry I haven't made a video in quite a while. Just haven't really had time, or just really didn't want to do one. Just because I really didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I know said I'd be talking about Fear the Walking Dead. I just didn't really do one, obviously, about the review, just because I didn't really seem interested in the video. But obviously, I should say what I feel anyway, just because some of you like to see what I like to talk about. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So, for some of you who do not know, Fear the Walking Dead's ratings, according to IMDb, are really low. It actually has, I believe, a 7.0 out of 10, which actually doesn't seem too bad. But as compared to The Walking Dead on IMDb, I believe that one has an 8.6 out of 10, which is very good for a TV series or for anything, actually. But, I'm kind of with the people right now as to why Fear the Walking Dead hasn't gotten a good rating. My rating on there, I believe I have as a 7 as well. Just because there's not been a lot of action so far. Especially with this season. This season started out very disappointing. They worked up such a good, how do I want to say it, marketing type thing, I guess. So with all these commercials we saw during The Walking Dead, when they were getting close to the end, and building it up and then showing the episodes from season 1 again, just so we can get caught up. But, the very first episode was very disappointing. I thought it was pretty good, though. I thought it was decent. It could have done a lot better with the story, with more action. We just saw them get on a boat and pretty much that was it. And the only action we saw was when they got in the water, pretty much, and when they got in a little verbal disagreement with Strand. But anyway, and that's it. And then episode 2 was very, very, very boring to me. We didn't really see much of anything except the group meet up with his family, who had a crazy psychopathic dad. He had his poison pills. Actually, his son had one and pretty much killed himself. That was about it. And so that was boring. And then we just saw one death, which was the mom at the end. But that was about it. But anyway, and then we saw him try to take their kid. Blah, blah, blah. That's all I got to say. It was okay. I mean, the substance was there. The acting was pretty good. But like I said, just, not a lot of action. It was pretty boring. But anyway, I just think, though, sometimes, in my opinion, like, just for me, I'm so used to The Walking Dead, I have already have my thought and opinions about how this show should be made and how it should be, should be run. But, also I have to look on the other side, though. They have a different director group for this show compared to The Walking Dead. We have Gimple and, I can't remember the other ones. But Nicotero's another one. But we already have 3 good directors, or 4, for The Walking Dead. And, we don't really know these people yet. So far, I don't think they've done a really good job about it. But because like I said, less action and not a lot of substance to their episodes so far. But in a way, I'm still giving them a chance, and obviously there are people who will also give them a chance too. If you guys have not seen, AMC has renewed them for a 3rd season, which will be on probably later this year, probably like October, November, or even possibly next year, because I don't think they would run it together with The Walking Dead. But like I said, I think most of us, like I said, I'm still giving them a chance. I think also some of you guys should give them a chance, just to see what will happen. I think Kirkman will probably get these directors in line and do what he wants them to do based on those novels. I personally don't know how he feels about them. I really haven't heard anything or seen any writing on the internet or any articles about how he feels. But, I believe that he probably can't be happy, but obviously the ratings are doing fine for the show, not compared to The Walking Dead, but they're doing fine, obviously, to get renewed for a 3rd season. But I believe that the action will pick up probably mid-season here, probably to the end, and probably for the rest. Just like I said, obviously, because it's the beginning of Apocalypse. But I think we will see more, like I said, action building up, mostly because we have Strand. I just know he's a bad guy. He's a really good character so far. I like what he's doing. I think we'll see his true intentions with this group. Just because it seems a little shady just for a rich guy to let these people in. It's like, yeah, come on with me, guys. Hey, I have a boat. Let's go on my boat. And we'll go to San Diego because it's safe. If any of you know Obviously, military. There's a lot of military bases like the Marine Corps. They're in San Diego, so he possibly could be going there, or there's probably a group he has that could be doing something. Not entirely sure, but we'll see what happens. As my ratings so far for episode 1 of this season 2, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Just like I said, the acting was pretty good. Substance wasn't all there. The action was boring, but they had some good lines in there. And then this last episode, I actually give a 5 out of 10. Like I said, it was boring. I think I drifted off to sleep maybe once, to be honest with you. But I don't think I missed too much, unfortunately. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, like I said, 5 out of 10 just because it was boring to my view here. But anyway, so let's just move on, I guess. I was talking about this new book series that we have that Robert Kirkman put out. It's called The Alien. For those of you who have not read it yet or haven't heard anything about it, you guys can either click on the video because it's kind of just a little spoiler. I won't say too much of what happened. I'll say what I know. I personally have not read the issue yet. I want to. I've seen some of my favorite YouTubers talk about it. Trev's Chantu, check him out. If you guys want to, he's really good. But anyway, I saw him talk about it, and then I also saw an article on comicbook.com. They had something out about it. Really, what it is, there's this guy, I forget his name, but he's in Spain right when this is all going down. And actually, he tells, I believe it's his girlfriend or wife, I can't remember, but he says, I need to get back to America to find my brother Richie. And at first I was like, oh, could that be Rick? But then as I read on, it actually is his brother. We call him Rick, but I guess he calls him Richie, obviously, as his brother, because brothers usually call each other different names, usually. But actually, it is his brother. And this is it. Actually, when this is happening, Rick has not yet been shot or in the hospital yet. But what all happens, I believe his brother dies while Rick actually is in the hospital. That's what I believe. Not 100% sure. I kind of forgot. I usually read stuff before I actually do my videos, so I don't misinform you. But I'm pretty sure that's what happens. If not, forgive me. Don't kill me. But really, pick up this issue. I know I will be. I think it'll be interesting. An interesting read. I would love to actually see them do maybe like. Obviously, they won't just show an episode of his brother and then they kill him. But I think it'd be cool to actually bring his brother, and meet Rick, somehow and find them, by some miracle and actually have him in the group. I don't know if that'll happen, but like I said, I think it'd be cool. And so yeah, that's about it. But also one more thing. I also saw a rumor posted online by some people and some of my favorite YouTubers saying could the Fear the Walking Dead group possibly meet Rick and the survivors. Yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting thought there. Whoever put that out there, thanks for putting it out there because that's interesting. I like to read people's predictions and kind of what they think. It's pretty fun to read sometimes. Some are just out there and whack, but But anyway, I could see that happening. It'd be a miracle, like in the show, like in real life. And says, how in the world could the group from Los Angeles meet people from all the way across country to the from coast to coast, meet people from Alexandria in Virginia and outside of DC. I don't know if that'll happen. I'd love to see it. That'd be kind of cool to see those two groups get together. But I'm not entirely sure how it would go and how many seasons it would take for them to do it if they did decide to do it. I think it'd be a long time, mostly because they have to drive or walk, like I said, coast to coast. So that's going to be kind of impossible, in my opinion. But if they do, we'll see what happens, because we know how Rick is right now. He's still kind of in the Rick-tatorship mode, as I call it. But, so who knows? Rick may kill him. He may invite him in. Who knows? But like I said, we'll see when that time comes and if they spoil it for us and tell us all. But Fear the Walking Dead will have to do a lot better for them to meet up. But we'll see. But anyway, hey, thanks again for watching my video. Like I said, sorry it took so long to do this one. For those of you who do watch and are subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing and watching these videos. I really appreciate it. And I may do another video later this week, or maybe possibly Sunday. I'll just probably do another topic on just The Walking Dead and what will probably happen, and just do some Easter eggs and some things that I read about who may die actually in the season 7 premiere. That'll be really interesting. So I'll just go ahead and give you some of that, and I'll read what I saw off comicbook.com and saw why, you know, it was this person, this person, this person. But like I said, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment why you think actually Fear the Walking Dead isn't doing so well. What you think about the series so far. I'd love to see your guys' reaction, what you think about it, and maybe I can possibly read your stuff on my next video. But like I said, thanks again for watching, and hope you guys have a good rest of the week.